Is the secret ingredient the tears of the happiest angels laughing at Anchorman?
We keep angels locked up in the cellar at Cabrito Towers and milk them for tears.
Okay. James. Welcome to GOATOBER with myself, Christian Stevenson, aka DJ Barbecue, and James Wetlow from Cabrito Meat. Today we're doing a goat leg. What are you gonna do with it, James?
Well, we're gonna do something quite quick on the barbecue. This is a leg that's just been boned out and butterflied. What we're gonna do is slash it. We're gonna marinate it with some of the sort of harissa-based marinade.
Nice.
And then we're gonna get it on the grill.
By butterflying it and slashing it, you're creating more surface area to get the marinade in.
Challenging the idea of what goat is. People think long cook, you know, it's gonna take a long time to cook. It's not very good if you just roast it. This, I mean, that was pretty simple. You saw what I did there. Just lay it all out. For the marinade, we've got just a regular harissa paste. You can buy it in any shop. So it's a pretty good place to start. So we're just adding dried bay leaf, 3 of those.
I like how you're crunching them up because that's very Maryland. We do a spice called Old Bay, and the people from Maryland or from the eastern seaboard, Delmarva region, you'll know about Old Bay, and it's crushed bay leaves are one of the key ingredients to that.
Yeah. It's quite a nice way to work with them. You don't have to be too fussy with it, especially with marinade. It doesn't want to be too refined.
Yeah, man, just chop it up, man. You can so you've got the harissa paste, the bay leaves, and the lemon juice. So there's your acid, and then here's more acid, more tang.
Acid, yeah, which is a little bit of red wine vinegar. Put a little bit of just a drop more of olive oil, just to make it just to make it go a little bit further. And then just give that a mix. The smoked garlic's going to go in too. We're just going to bash that up. Now, I think those kind of those flavours go really well with goat. Get your nose in that.
Oh my!
There's a lot happening there.
Goodness!
There's a lot happening there.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, it's good, huh?
Smoky, tangy, tomatoey, peppery.
There's a real juiciness, like lights up your taste buds. Like.
Yeah! Let's get that in first, and then I'll pour that on top.
This is a great trick for marinating. Absolutely brilliant.
Because then you get to massage your meat. We like rubbing our meat. We rub our meat, we massage our meat.
Yeah, we've also seasoned it. It's got a little bit of salt in there as well.
And marinating not only imparts flavor, but it also does tenderization with the vinegars.
Man, that was good though.
Do you guys go skin side down or the chop side down?
Doesn't bother me.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't bother me. They both get cooked either side.
All right. There we go. He's got the salt rocking.
So we're going to do a little dressing for it when it comes out as well. And what we're going to do is like a preserved lemon. You've got quite a lot of heat, quite a lot of spice. You just want a bit of acid to cut through it.
They're like candy.
Yeah. These are great. You can do them at home. I mean, there are quick cures where you can do preserved lemon in like 4 or 5 days. You want it quite pulpy. You're not trying to get refined food here.
So we got some white pepper there.
I'm going to put a bit of the dried mint in with the preserved lemon. Again, you're thinking like Mediterranean coastal basin when you're thinking about goats. You're thinking Greece. You're thinking Sicily. You're thinking sort of southern Spain.
Sure.
You're thinking northern Africa, all around the sort of Mediterranean shoreline. So with this, you've got preserved lemon, which, as you can see in there, is just nice and pulpy. And there's the dried
limoncello.
There's the dried, and then we're just going with a little bit of the olive oil, and then we'll mix that all up.
Is the secret ingredient the tears of the happiest angels laughing at man?
We keep angels locked up in the cellar at Cabrito Towers and milk them for tears.
Okay, James. I was trying to harvest happy tears, not sad.
Well, they're hard to come by. They're hard to come by.
More salt.
So yeah, you're right. You see, it's starting to get a bit of burn. We got into selling goat by accident, really. We had a land management problem. We put 4 goats on a field to sort of just keep it for us. And the guy that we bought the goats off explained to us the problem that he had, which was he was a dairy making cheese, and he had 100 billies a year that he didn't know what to do with. You think about that on a larger scale, there are dairies all over the country that are producing an awful lot of cheese, an awful lot of milk, and in order to produce that milk, to make the cheese, you need to keep the nannies in lactation, which requires pregnancy. Nature denotes there's a 50-50 split between the males and the females, but the males for the dairies are useless. You can't milk a billy goat. Without having a market for these animals, they were euthanized. You can't expect a farmer to raise an animal for which it doesn't have any market. So there was this problem. The dairy industry has about 100,000 milking nannies, which means there's about 50,000 billies killed every year. And I thought that was, well, just inexcusable, really. And for an animal's life to have absolutely no value felt very wrong to me on a sort of fundamental level. So we decided that we would try and go to these dairies and work with them and get them to rear a few more billies. And I was a chef in London for 12 years and thought maybe I could sell a few. And now it's kind of taken over my life. It's what I do full time. And in some of the research we were doing, we found the Heritage Foods website. Heritage Foods is a sort of farm to fork operation, a company in the New York area trying to encourage people to eat well-reared meat. And they did a seller, Erin Fairbanks, who runs sort of their promotions, came up with the idea of GOATOBER. That was to go to the dairies in the spring, say, keep a few more of these animals alive, and I'll sell them to the restaurants in New York. And the seasonality of it meant that it was GOATOBER. October was the time that it came through. She came up with the idea of GOATOBER. She now has about 200 restaurants in New York doing it. It's spread to Arizona and through to California, and it's really taken off. And only this year really did we think we had a sort of a big enough market and sort of the wherewithal to make it work in the UK. So here we are, the inaugural UK.
This is it.
This is it, the inaugural UK GOATOBER. But it's Erin Fairbanks' idea in Heritage Foods, and we spoke to them and they said, we're delighted that you take on the idea. And yeah, it's a fun way to sort of make people think about the purchasing decisions they make. If you're buying milk and if you're buying cheese made by goats, there's a consequence in that purchasing decision, and that is that there will be billy goats. If everybody in the UK bought goat once a month, all of the animals, there'll be no more euthanized billy goats. They'd all go into the food system.
So our leg of goat has been cooking for about 20 minutes over a live fire, indirect and direct. I've been moving it around a lot. It's medium in some parts, medium rare in others. I didn't lose it.
Didn't lose it.
Oh my gosh. So right now, we need to let this rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let the juices get back into that lovely muscle, because we don't want it to be dry.
Yeah.
Are you happy with it?
It's going to be a long 10 minutes. I'm desperate to eat now.
The Butterflied Billy goat leg has had 10 minutes to rest, and now James is going in.
Yeah, I don't need to be asked twice. So all we're going to do is just take off the bits, because obviously there's 3 very defined muscles.
Oh my
so you can see in there, you've got some really nice sort of pink bits there.
Oh.
And you've also got some sort of well done bits and some crispy bits.
You're kind of looking after everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like my dad likes it like kind of medium well. My stepmom likes it rare. I like it medium rare because I want the fats to render down, but there's not much fat in here, so.
So there you go. All we've done, as you see, is just some pretty rough, nothing fancy with the cutting. The different tensions in the different muscles mean they cook at quite different rates,
so
but that's another reason why.
You've got rare, medium rare over here, so that's properly blushing, and then more, there you go.
The sort of medium well.
So we're looking after everybody.
Yeah, everybody gets a go.
Cool. Gets a goat.
Everybody gets a go. So now.
Goat. Okay, come on, he's putting it,
Let's go. So remember, back to the dressing, a little bit.
Let's go.
Little bit of preserved lemon and the mint and the olive oil, and we'll just shove a load of that over there like that.
Man!
And you've also got really nice colour added there, So you just think, load of mates around, back garden, big plate, everybody getting involved.
There we go. Oh wow!
Oh.
Mate, that's gorgeous.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
That's it, man. Eat goat with James Wetler and DJ BBQ. Dang, that's good.
That is really good.
What do you guys do with goat? I'm sure a lot of people from all over the world, you guys already eat goat. What are your dishes? Comment below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Remember, goat's not just for GOATOBER, it's for the whole year. Like a dog is for, not just for Christmas, it's for life. Anyway, say goodbye, James.
Goodbye.
We gotta get pack shots of that. Quit eating it.
Oh, man.